Ha! You fell for the clickbait title. So, namaste, shalabais. What we're actually going to talk about is rather how we misinterpret and mispractice some spiritual concepts. Not all, some. And also not why they're bullshit, but how we are misinterpreting them. So, there's a lot of spiritual teachings and concepts that's evolving around emotion and how we should feel, how we should behave, and how we behave is a lot also based around how we actually feel. And that's all good in a practice, but what we have a tendency to do is to judge ourselves when we're not feeling this way, we're not acting in this way. Oh, you should feel compassion, or you should practice generosity. What if we don't feel generous? What if we don't feel compassionate? And then we have this spiritual concept of like, oh, but I should be forgiving and loving and compassionate. And what you're actually feeling is like, no, fuck that shit. Then what's the solution? Fuck that shit. To have, if we don't truly own a spiritual concept, then we're actually just creating internal conflicts in ourselves if we haven't fully integrated it. So telling yourself that you should feel compassionate for someone in a situation where you don't feel it is just a violence to your emotional being. What you could rather do is feel compassion towards yourself for feeling the feeling you're feeling. And stop being bothered so much about your feelings. And letting them be, letting them have their own life. And rather stop identifying with the feelings through getting comfortable with them, learning that these are emotions. They don't need to be or act in any particular way. They live their own life. Leave them alone. Just like your thoughts, leave them alone. And these spiritual concepts, when you truly feel compassion for someone, then that's beautiful. And then you have done your practice in a different setting that leads to that as a result. But to force yourself to feel something that you don't feel, nope. Try something else. Namaste, shalabais.